Oh, Jesus, this is a game that always gets me nervous. Every time, dude.
I don't know. I don't know what it is about this frickin' team. This team right here that they just don't know how to handle. I don't get it. Every time they play, it's just they play sloppy, they play unorganized, they play terrible, and it sucks. And the games aren't even fun to watch. And of course, there's got to be 8 of them this year. 8 times they got to play them. This game actually started out pretty well for the Lightning. They had good possession, and they actually ended up scoring first, which was really nice to see. About 4 minutes in, there's a 3-on-2. It gets botched. Stevens passes it into one of the Columbus guys' sticks. It goes back to Hedman. The puck bobbles around a little bit. Hedman finds it and shoots it backwards between his legs, and Merzlikins is unable to find it and to corral it. And that makes it 1-0 Tampa. And that was pretty much it for the fun part of this game to watch. Yeah, 5 minutes in, and it, wasn't fun for the rest of the entire game. Literally 15 seconds later, Atkinson's on the rush with Foligno. Atkinson puts a shot on, it bounces out, and Foligno gets the rebound and puts it in. And that ties it up. 15 seconds. 15 seconds the Lightning had a lead. Then with about 10 minutes left, they score again. Columbus scores once again. Number 11, I don't really know who he is. I don't really care who he is. He shoots the puck. It goes through Vasi, sits behind him, and Grigorenko gets his first as a Blue Jacket, sneaks behind him, and just puts it in the open net. Just terrible, dude. The Lightning were terrible defensively. They were terrible offensively. They didn't do anything well this game. It was all bad. Then we get all the way to the end of the period with about a minute left. Gavrikov wooden net one from Foodie. It was just another turnover in the neutral zone. Columbus gets the puck deep. They work it around a little bit. Foodie gets it on the right side, gets it out to the high slot, and Gavrikov puts it in. Vasi was screened by like 6 different people. Like 3 Bolts and 2 Blue Jackets were in front of him. There's nothing he can do there. He can't see what's happening. But just to give me hope, they would score on the power play with about 12 seconds left in the period. This was another nice power play goal. Their power play is not the problem. Their power play has been pretty good, even without Kucherov. Hedman starts up top, gets it over to Point. Point skates in and finds the wide open Palat right on the doorstep. That would bring us to the end of the first, making it a 3-2 Columbus lead. And interestingly enough, that's how the second would end too. No goals scored in the second period. There were a few chances, a few penalties, and a few power plays for each team. Nothing huge, and the Lightning continue to give away the puck in the neutral zone and sometimes in their own end. Sometimes Sergachev right in front of their own net to Atkinson, a former 40-goal scorer. Probably don't want to do that. That brings us to the third. So if you haven't been following very well, the Lightning are now down. It is 2-3. The Lightning are down by 1 goal. And what do you need to score goals? Shots, right? Normally you need some shots on the net. So the first 5 minutes of the third go by, and the Lightning have 0 shots on goal. How do you have 0 shots on goal? You go 5 minutes without getting a shot on goal, and you're not going to win the game. You're not even going to come close to winning the game. And obviously that's what happened. Then with about 13 and a half minutes left, Werenski would score after a bunch of extended pressure for the Blue Jackets after another giveaway. This time it was a combo deal from Sergachev and Ruda. Ruda, by the way, Jan Ruda, this was the worst game I've ever seen him play. This was the worst I've ever seen anybody on the Lightning play. He must have had 5 turnovers on his own. It was ridiculous. And then he just wouldn't cover for his defensive partner. Sergachev goes to push up in the offensive zone. He misses the puck, and then Ruda immediately follows him up and tries to steal the puck, letting one dude go on his own into the Lightning end. So at this point, it's 4-2. Lightning are down. It's looking pretty grim. The Lightning get a little bit of hope. Palat gets high-sticked with about 4 minutes left, and the Lightning go on the power play, which has been pretty good so far this season. So I was like, maybe they can get one here. There's still a chance. And then they proceed to get, I think, 1 shot on the power play and spent most of it in their own zone, trying to figure out what to do. Then with about 2 minutes left, they pulled the goalie, and then literally 10 seconds after they pulled the goalie, they give up the empty netter. So that makes it 5-2, and the Lightning would obviously go on to lose. To wrap things up, this game was not very fun to watch, and that's about it. Not sure why the Lightning have such a hard time. They all looked bad this game. There was not a single Lightning player besides maybe Braden Point who looked good. Braden Point always looks good. He's always going to show up. He's always going to try. Stamkos looked really not into it today. He did not look like he wanted to be playing. But that's going to do it for this one. This one was probably pretty short, pretty uninspired, not exactly exciting. Look, it was a boring game, so it's going to be a boring video, unfortunately. Hopefully the Lightning can bounce back next week with Carolina. They play them on Tuesday, assuming their COVID problems are sorted out. I swear to God, if they have to go another week without playing due to someone else's COVID issues, I'm going to be annoyed. But thank you all for watching. Leave a comment down below. What do you think the problem with the Lightning is against Columbus? I'd like to know. Hit like if you liked it. Hit subscribe if you want to see more. And thank God the next game isn't against Columbus.